Hey y'all, before I get started showing you my HipKit for March, I wanted to talk about an experiment that I tried and totally failed. And it was using acetate and trying to cut a die and using these alcohol inks from Ranger to make kind of like my own film strip transparency. And it was a mess, literally, because first of all, my die is El Cheapo from Amazon, which is fantastic for paper, but when I cut it through transparency, not acetate, when I try to cut it through the acetate, it would not cut. You'd have to either cut it with a scissor or, see, this don't even want to pull loose. And there was no way all those little holes were coming out. So, this paper was too, or this acetate was too thick, I guess. Even though it said on the packaging, perfect for die cuts, I think it was because of this inexpensive film strip die. But I did play with it anyway with alcohol ink and the snow cap mixative, and it was just a hot mess. So I don't know if I'll try it again at some point later. Maybe see if I can use my Cricut machine to cut out acetate and then use the alcohol inks on it. But I think for a little excuse me, for a little while, I'm just going to pretend like this never happened. So anyway, I haven't been doing a whole lot of scrapbooking, which bothers me, but I do talk about scrapbooking, watch stuff about scrapbooking, but physically scrapbooking, I haven't done a lot recently just because, you know, life. So, and I don't like that because I seem to have, just with my 2 subscription kits, I have more product coming in than is what is going into albums. And I had actually thought about stopping my HipKit until I get some of my current HipKit product used up. And then I got March's kit and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I don't want to stop my subscription. So, I don't know. But I'm going to show it to you. And what they did this time was use the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage, Life in Bloom. And it's really, really gorgeous, the sticker sheet. I did not get the collection for this because I figured I would get some in the scrap room. But I got a little bit here in the HipKit. And so you can see this is what the color palette is going to be. And I'm going to show you the papers. And this is a HipKit exclusive paper called Library Visit. Now they're calling this collection Harmony. And look at all those cute little library cards made into tags. And then you have a black and white stripe. And there are some pink splatters. And just look how beautiful it is next to the Simple Stories sticker sheet. This sheet is called Making Memories. Also an exclusive. And I'm just going to leave this right here so you can just see how well these colors match up. Beautiful. And then you have this green distressed, and I wouldn't say watercolor, but kind of distressed. It looks like different stamps or stencils on it. This one is called Simple Connections. Gorgeous. And then you have this kind of watercolor purpley pink background. And this one is beautiful, and it is called Sweet Melody, and it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite Dear Lizzie papers from She's Magic with the florals. This reminds me of that. And then we have a grid with some ink splatters. This one is Vintage Blooms. Also, I believe all these papers are HipKit exclusives. And this beautiful pink design on the back. This is Write Me a Letter. You get some writing here and your flowers on the side and the top and some splatters. And then here's this yellow kind of crosshatch, not crotch, crosshatch design. This one is Daydream, and it is clouds with varying colors of the rainbow. And then here is a polka dot with polka dots inside some of the polka dots. This is Forgotten Wishes. And all these papers just go wonderful with the simple stories. And if you have this collection and the HipKit, you can just mix it all together. This one is Glass Marble. You have a polka dot with some pink watercolor. This floral is called Impressions, and it's a black and white. And you can see you have like some ink splatters, and there's a little bit of print right there. And then on the back side, this Vibrant Blue journal entry, gorgeous. It looks like you have a sheet of writing with our definition sheet with some florals, and then it almost looks like somebody took some modeling paste and just scraped it on there with a palette. And then you have this yellowish orangey color with print writing in the background. Looks like some like theater notices and some advertisement with some white ink splatters. And this last sheet is Kaleidoscope with some butterflies. And then you have this peach graphic design. So those are all just gorgeous with this Life in Bloom sheet. Now the rest of the embellishments, we also got the chipboard stickers, Simple Vintage Life in Bloom. And that's just single-sided. It's 21. And then we got some Pink Fresh alphabets, 266, and it's called Chrysanthemum. See, the harder I try to say it, the more I can't, but it's a flower. Single-sided, and I love the size of these letters because they're not teeny tiny and they're not like the big size of the thickers. And then we got the Pink Fresh Chrysanthemum, you know what I mean, die cut pack, and this has 45 pieces. And I'll open that up at the end. And then we got the chipboard flare, which I love these. And I'm going to open up this ephemera pack if you are interested in seeing all the pieces, because I haven't opened them. So let's take a look. That says Memories, You and Me, Enjoy Every Moment, a little tag or label that says Favorite. I'm not a fan of these teeny tiny pieces. They kind of annoy me. So I'm curious, do you like those teeny tiny pieces, or do they bother you too? There's some florals. You're special to me. This, another floral. A stamp, like a postage stamp that says happiness. Here's some more little pieces. A new chapter. You make me smile. There is something beautiful in every day. The happiest day ever. A larger label. It says choose happiness. Pink label. Wonderful in every way. Loving every minute. A little journal spot, heart, gray label, another little journal spot, an envelope that says with love, gather together, this is us, beautiful moments, love you to pieces, another little floral, another floral, another little teeny tiny thing that says awesome. See, I don't think that they should be allowed to put that in their count of 45 because it's so small. See, there's another little one. Simply the best. Priceless memories, make things happen, a floral, and love you. So that is the Pink Fresh chrysanthemum there. Ephemera set. It's got quite a bit of orange in it if you look at the overall scheme. But that is the HipKit from March. And I hope some of you are scrapbooking, organizing, or enjoying other people's videos. And I can't wait to be able to get back to scrapbooking more. Just been busy, and now company. Well, my mom has company. My cousin from overseas is here for a couple of weeks, so we will be busy doing things with her and her significant other. So hopefully you'll see more from me soon. But rest assured, I am still loving scrapbooking, thinking about it, watching it, and looking at all the beautiful things. We'll see you next time. Bye.